Hey everyone, this content may be obscene and or explicit, so just a warning. This is just us being us.
You know what? I think that's where that shit issue that I had on the boat, where like I couldn't shit, like I got constipated.
Mhm.
I think that's where that all kind of stemmed from, man. I,
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't disagree. And now, like, if you look at, all of the news regarding of your feelings on the vegan diet, paleo, right, going gluten free, stuff like that. I mean, we're putting all this dough and bread
there's so
into our
much.
bellies. And, I think that being a protein, being hard to process, whatever, right, or being like a protein, hard to process, just kind of, because I remember we pulled into Port Canaveral. And I remember asking, like, man, have you used the restroom since we've been here? And he's like, no, I couldn't go. And we both had the same problem. I just it was glorious when it finally came to fruition. But man, it was a rough time. And
Dude. But after that biggest gainer fucking competition, every underweight like after that, I think I got constipated like the first week, and like I think the first couple of underways or whatever, it was maybe like I go 3 or 4 days without shitting, and then eventually, but that one, I remember the really bad one. I went like 7 fucking days. I went a whole week without shitting at all, and like around day 5, I had to go to the doc to get like some kind of laxative because I was worried because fucking the cop told me this weird ass fucking story of like some other guy that didn't shit for a long time, and then he ended up like throwing up all this shit like out of his fucking mouth, and I was like, well, I'm not shitting out of my mouth. This shit's got to come out. So I went to doc to go get that laxative, and man, I still couldn't shit. But I remember like being on watch, and I was like curled up with like my knees in my chest, like rocking and shit because it hurt so bad. But like I had to shit. I felt like I had to shit, but every time I went to shit, I would just like I don't know, kind of like pee out my asshole or something. Like it was weird, but
a really long conversation about shit.
yeah, it's kind of long. But I remember eventually, the seventh day I shit, and no shit was the one of the cooler shits I've ever shit because it was like looked like an ice cream cone, kind of like compacted, and it had like like 10 fucking scoops, and they were all like different fucking colors, like different shades, So weird, but that's all because I think of that biggest gainer competition, man. I think it was a really bad choice.
So two things. One, I've noticed the same like when I travel in general now. Um, it messes with me, messes with my stomach, and um, there's some times where like I'll have trouble getting like making a bowel movement for a couple days or whatever before I get started. But
Making a bowel
second,
movement. What are you, my 5-year-old's teacher?
well, the second thing I was gonna say was you know I remember being on the boat and like these kinds of conversations not phasing me whatsoever, and to a certain extent, it still doesn't. But now I instead it's not doesn't phase me, but I realize like, oh, this is one of those conversations that like I can have with friends on the boat and people that were on submarines that understand. But like having this at work would just be I would get looked at like I was crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, if you like this stuff and want to hear more, let us know. Hit us up, like it, subscribe. We'll do our part.